I thought I would do a quick video on Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. For those of you who are familiar with it, then you know that last night was opening tip of season 3 of AU. They started in Vegas and then went to Dallas last year and then came back to Dallas this year at the Fair Park. I was in the building last night for both games. They play a double header, so they played at 5 o'clock and then they play the second game at 8 o'clock. If you don't know what Athletes Unlimited is, it is a pro league. It's just not basketball. It is lacrosse, softball, and volleyball. So you can check them out at auprosports.com. But let's talk about the high level of what AU is. And it's interesting because, I grew up during a time when there were no women's basketball leagues, or if they did exist, other than the WBL from 1978 to 1981, then anything else lasted maybe a couple of weeks, a month, or whatever. So most people don't know how many different attempts there have been at women's basketball. At least a dozen over the last 40, 50 years of our existence. But yeah, so AU is an unusual, a different, flexible, professional league. And you can read about it at, as I said, auprosports.com. But let's jump into a couple of things real quickly.
Pro Basketball Season 3. SMU fans, make some noise! Helping us introduce the teams tonight is EC Queens Orange 2032. Now, let's introduce the captains of today's second matchup. Both squads are being led by AU veterans. Captaining the team in gold, she finished 3rd place in the leaderboard last year. It's Odyssey Sim!
That's one of the things I'll click on here is kind of like their format, because it's different. Well, first of all, the building, I got some pictures I'll put in here, but the building, Fair Park Coliseum, is different. Old building, been kind of renovated a little bit. Kind of looks like what a state championship arena looked like maybe in the 70s. So not huge, but it's cool because most people are sitting kind of courtside. There are bleachers above the court side, but the few hundred people who are there are sitting courtside. My seats were underneath behind one of the baskets, and you're still kind of courtside, so it feels very intimate. The cool thing about their format is one roster, one city, one champion. So 40 athletes play in the same building. It's kind of like watching, if you were going to watch club basketball in one arena, all the teams are there playing in that one arena, and it's like that. So as I mentioned, they're in Dallas. It does have a playoff intensity, as this page says, and I just think it's a very cool concept. They play for like 4 or 5 weeks. It's a very condensed season, and you'll see players who play overseas. You'll see people who play in the WNBA. You see people who play in other kind of development leagues, and it's really cool. So the first game that I saw yesterday wasn't as competitive as the second game. The second game seemed like it literally was a WNBA game. But anyhow, this is how they draft. After the last game of every week, the top 4-point scorers will be named team captains. Each captain will be assigned to a team color based on their standing. I'm going to put the link in the description so you guys can come over here and see this, because I don't want to talk about this forever and ever. But they score points. The interesting thing about how they score is that you win points. It's all about the team's performance. So everybody in the stands last night, we were talking about, those of us who had never been there before and not necessarily read up on the league, we're talking about, and how does this work? And so you win points. It really is about how your team does. They accumulate points during the individual quarters, and overall game wins. Now, each quarter is worth plus 60 points, and overall games are worth plus 180 points. If a quarter is tied, the points roll over to the subsequent quarter. I'm glad they have people on the sidelines doing all this. Game MVPs, after each game, the players and members of the United Club will vote for players who they feel has standout performances. Last night, one of the standout performances was Odyssey Sims. I looked up, may have been a few minutes left after I looked up. She had 31 points at that point in the game. She was the point guard for Team Sims. Now, the points, they will be added to each player's individual total over the course. So points will be awarded as follows. MVP 1, 90 points. MVP 2, 60 points. MVP 3, 30 points. Individual stats, the final component of points is individual stats. Players will earn points based on their performance. So you're getting the assist 10, steal 10, block 10. As you guys can read, you can see what else, all the accumulation of points down here. If you make 3, 30, made 2s, 20. And players can also lose points for certain actions, such as committing fouls, turning over the ball, or missing a shot. The learning curve is there for AU. But once you get in the habit of how they do what they do, then it becomes really cool and really fun. Got to keep you on your toes for that for sure. Overtime, if the game is tied at the end of the fourth quarter, the teams will play a 5-minute overtime. If the game remains tied, teams will play to 7 points. The first team to score 7 points or more will win. In overtime, no player earns individual points, and there are no additional win points to be earned, only those that have rolled over. For example, Team A outscored Team B in the fourth quarter, but the score was tied at the end of regulation. So Team A would receive 60 points for winning the fourth quarter, and the teams would play overtime to decide the overall winner, who would be awarded 180 points. It's a serious point system, so y'all go to auprosports.com and check it out. Let's see, what else do I want to see right here?
And leading the team in purple, give it up for Captain Kelsey Mitchell. Now let's meet Team Sim. At guard forward, number 7, Whitney Knight. Guard number 8, Sequoia Holmes. At guard number 16, Taya Cooper. At forward number 33, Bashara Gray. At guard forward number 35, Angel McCountry. And now the starters for Team Sims. At guard number 4, Lexi Brown. At guard forward number 19, Ray Burrell. At center number 42, Kaylani Brown. At guard number 69, Kirsten Bell. And at guard number 99, Odyssey Sims. The facilitator for Team Sims is Simone Augusta. And now let's meet Team Mitchell. At guard number 0, Taj Hall. At guard forward number 1, Ty Young. At center number 28, Dory Harrison. At center number 32, Akila May. At guard number 36, Saraya McGuire. And now the starters for Team Mitchell. At guard number 6, Kelsey Mitchell. At guard number 14, Zaya Hook. At forward center number 15, Leticia Amir. At forward number 20, Maddie Seabrecht. And at guard number 75, Air The facilitator for Team Mitchell is Chastity Melvin. Finally, we direct your attention to center.
There is a leaderboard. I'm at their site, as you can see. So you can click on here and see the athletes. All right. Last night it was Team Hull versus Team Gray. And then it was Team Sims versus Team Kelsey Mitchell. That second game was really, really good. We were there. We're there for 5.5 hours straight. That was the thing that made it feel very much like an AAU or club tournament. It was like you're just sitting in the gym all day. Food was good. Got to give the review on the food. I had a pulled pork sandwich. My brother had one as well. We had popcorn. We had soda. They have hot dogs. So their concession stand is very simple, but it's very good. So it had like 4 or 5 options. There was nachos, the usual fare for concession stands, but very minimal and very delicious in my mind. So let's see what we got here. Meet the pros, MVPs, Olympic medalists, and world champions. Very nice mix. The leaderboard is a good element for AU, and you can come to their site, auprosports.com, and you can see all of this. Right? So you can see the position, you can see how many points Odyssey Sims has. Everybody pretty much has their own. You are constantly getting points throughout the games. All right, so you can come at any time to see how they are doing. Let's see what else we got on this page. Schedule, pretty straightforward, and you can print that out. So you can see it started. The draft was 2/24, and then last night was the first game. They play again on Sunday, I believe, or Saturday, 3-2, whatever that is, 3-3. All right. And that is it. That's week 1. Week 2, same thing. Week 3, week 4. It's over. It's over, and then they get a little break for those that are playing in the WNBA, and off they go. Tickets. I didn't buy my ticket. They gave me tickets, so I don't know how much they cost, but I'm sure you can go. Let's see if we go get tickets. Then we will find tickets. And it really is a very cool arena. Feels very old school. It's very intimate. DJ, entertainment. Everybody's really, like I said, everybody's kind of sitting courtside, so everybody is very close. Everybody's walking around talking to everybody. Yeah, cool stuff. Let's see what else I got for you on this quick little tour. Oh, other sports, I told you, lacrosse, softball, volleyball. And you can watch it. That's what's new this year. You can watch it. You can watch it in, I believe, the WNBA app. And somebody told me, there we go. Somebody said that they were watching it on television. They texted me during the game. It's like, hey, I need to watch this. I'm like, go to the WNBA app. I don't have the WNBA app. Okay. ESPN Plus, Bally Sports, and KTXA TV in Dallas. So there you go. 24 games. Watch it. Come see them if you can. Going to be in Dallas at the Fair Park for another 3 weeks. That's it, y'all. AU Sports, auprosports.com to check it out.